talking to you about the Jesse Reese Foundation. I'm going to share with you about Jesse's story, about the start of Joy Jars, and how they have been continued today. On March of 2011, Jessie was diagnosed with a brain tumor at the age, and she was 11. She started radiation treatment right away, about 20 days later, which is really fast-paced, thinking that a month ago she was just hanging out and playing with her friends. She did swimming, and as she had treatment, she thought of her treatment as like one lap in the pool. So in her journal, she wrote online, she said, "Okay, I'm going in for lap 1, and it's going to be a long journey, but I have hope and I know I can do this with the Lord's strength." Her medication made her really jumpy, and she had like a lot of energy a lot of the time, which sounds like a good thing, but it was hard for her because she couldn't really sleep, and she was 11, so she needed a lot of sleep, so that was tough for her. After months of treatment, she had lost feeling on the entire right side of her body, and it was really hard on her, but it was a lot harder on her parents because they were just watching a little girl, like, I don't want to say the word, but yeah. During her battle, she had a quote, and it said, "I can't see very well with my right eye, but I can see with a little bit with my left. I can't walk very well, but I can still walk. I have lost some things, but I have gained many things." And that just shows how strong she was, I think. Her favorite Bible verses were Philippians 4:13, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me," and Joshua 1:9, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for I am the Lord your God. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Throughout her journey, she would always think of others and be thankful that they were all praying for her and loving on her and giving her support. She courageously battled cancer for 10 months, and when she was 12, she passed away and earned her angel wings on January 5th, 2012. During her battle, she noticed in the hospitals all of the loneliness and seclusion that the other kids had been feeling, and she didn't want anyone to ever feel like that, so she wanted to share her hope and joy that she had at the time and her love, and she chose to focus on her, to give them a positive attitude that she had towards the other kids in the hospital, so she wanted to give them something to make them feel happier. So she chose to create something called Joy Jars, and Joy Jars are basically like a jar like this big, and you put in like candy, like toys for kids that are like a few months old to like up to 18, I actually think. And her motto was Nigu, never ever give up. And this message taught that that you should always have hope and strength and perseverance. And this Nigu foundation made its way around the world, inspiring young people and old people to stay strong for their goals. Jessie started raising money for other kids that were fighting cancer because she didn't want anyone to experience what she was going through. She was a really selfless kid for only being 11 or 12 years old. Because of her compassion fighting cancer, she came up with the idea to give them gifts, so that was the Joy Jars, and they were named Joy Jars because her middle name was Joy, and she had a lot of joy in her life, she always would say. On April 8th, 2011, she celebrated her 12th birthday and was halfway done with her radiation treatment. And on her 12th birthday, that's when they like released the Joy Jars kind of, and that's when they were available, and they were filled with just like a NIGU shirt and some candy for them, for the little kids in the hospitals. Joy Jars have now been recognized as a symbol of hope and joy, and are sent to courageous kids around the world, inspiring them to never ever give up. They have been sent to over 200 hospitals around the U.S. and many more out of the United States around the world. Many businesses in Orange County advertise NIGU and collect donations. So like when you go buy ice cream somewhere, that part of that money could go to the NIGU organization. You can go to Jesse's Joy Jar Factory, and you can actually go and make the Joy Jars and stuff them and put a bunch of different things in them for the kids. Or you can donate toys, or you can give money to help. I went and I stuffed the Joy Jars a while ago, I forget when, but it was a really cool experience, and her dad actually came and we stuffed them with her dad. And there was so many Joy Jars there, and they were all being like sent. I think when I was there, the ones I made were being sent to Singapore, so it was really cool to see all that. They recently outgrew their office in RSM, and now they're in Irvine at a bigger location. Another quote, Jesse was quoted another thing saying, "My wish is that every kid fighting cancer is personally encouraged to never ever give up." In May of 2013, Jessie was recognized in Birmingham, Alabama as one of the children who changed the world. She truly had a heart for God. I believe her wish is being fulfilled by other people sharing her story and working hard to fill Joy Jars and deliver them to kids fighting cancer all around the world. So now you know about Jessie, and you know about Joy Jars and how Joy Jars have been continued today. Thank you for listening.